Hello. If you are here, I feel like it's a sign that there are messages for you. So we're going to have a look and see what is coming through. Okay, so first and foremost, there are people that are going to be approaching you. And we see that here with the Knight of Cups. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, there's a person here that's going to be approaching you, and this person is going to approach you because they will see you as the one, and they want to build a life with you. They literally want to marry you. They want to be in your life. They want to be with you, and they want to be with you for the long term. There is an emotional energy here of this person really feeling like you are the one for them, and that you would be the one that would be gone. Like you're the one that got away, you know? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where have we ended up? Let me just tell you, you are very special. Do not ever doubt it. Do not ever think that you're not. I just feel here that you're very, very special. And you know, what's happened here is that since you were very young, you felt sort of overlooked, and you felt overlooked pretty much your entire life, until you've done one specific thing. So the thing here, okay, is that you felt very overlooked. People didn't really look at you or care about your emotions. You felt like you were never really chosen by people, that you were just sort of there in situations. No one's really like appreciated you or cared for you or done enough towards you. You know that you're amazing. You know you're kind. You know that you are worthy of so much more, but people haven't really seen you for who you are. And that has definitely frustrated you and definitely upset you. Well, guess what? If you look at this card here, okay, you look at this card here, there is a mirroring energy. Look at how the position of the horse is exactly the same. Look at how the position of these two, these two, exactly the same, right? You are literally going through a major transformation. Like there is a rebirth taking place here, okay? And also with the Three of Wands, you have waited long enough. There is something that has changed in your energy. There is something here that has absolutely opened up something so powerful towards personal growth, that is allowing this person to come in, that is allowing people to see you for who you are, and is allowing people to really treat you in the way that you have always in your entire existence deserved to be treated as. I say that with a smile on my face because I think it is so beautiful, and you deserve nothing more than to be treated like an absolute deserve to be treated like, you know, I was going to say a few things, you know, like, I was going to say like, you know, king, queen, prince, princess, empress, emperor, but then I kept thinking in my mind, prince, and then I was going to say prince, prince, and then I was going to say emperor, and I was like, no, like it needs to be like prince, princess, king, queen, not like king and empress, you know, like it has to kind of like go together, you know. Because whether you're male or female, I read energies in tarot, or no matter how you identify yourself, I read energies in tarot, not specifically like genders and things like that. I read energy. So obviously, you know, I don't want to say like, oh, you're going to be treated like a goddess, because if you're a male here, you'll be like, oh, it's like, is this only for like women? No, I read energies, right? So like emperor, empress kind of energy, okay? They will treat you well, okay? No matter who you are, when you're watching this, you will be treated well. And the emperor here really goes to show that you've been around a lot of very like emotionally stunted people. Like your entire life, you just feel like you've been around people that just don't care about how they treat others. People that are so emotionally like overwhelmed, emotionally stressed, emotionally in their own head, like emotionally just all over the place. And you just think to yourself like, why am I around people like this? What is going on here, you know? So we've got the Three of Wands, which shows you waited long enough, and then we've got here the Knight of Pentacles. Well, it's all starting to come together. Now I did mention as well that it's because something you've done. So what have you done? I feel like I need some more cards here. What have you done? Oh, you might have seen the card, so let's get that bottom card. Okay. First and foremost, what you've done is you've worked on yourself. The Nine of Swords here shows some kind of, you've done some kind of protection work, you may have done some kind of healing work, you may have even removed magic off your energy. Now magic actually is quite dangerous because it can actually make a person not see you for who you are, and then your entire life you go through life feeling like you have a cloak of invisibility around you, and that you're self-sabotaging things that are actually good for you, or people just don't talk to you. And so if you've ever felt like people don't talk to you, they don't care, you know, you literally feel like you're invisible most of the time and no one actually even acknowledges your presence, highly recommend, you know, a black magic removal. But there's something here that you've done recently that is working. Now if you feel like you haven't really done anything recently, it's worth doing something. So I do feel here that a black magic removal would really help tremendously. If you've already done it, remember it's in the works, because that actually is allowing people to see you for who you are. They're able to really see you for the amazingly kind, caring, hardworking, generous person that you are. You are now being exposed to people. People are seeing you for your real self, and this is bringing in opportunities. It is bringing in luck. It is taking out that stress, okay? It's taking out that stress, and it's bringing you so much more opportunity. It is bringing you so much more goodness. Okay, so you are moving out from this, you know, not so great energy to then be able to move towards more abundance, and you are moving towards this, which is happiness, it's love, it's opportunities, it's things coming your way that you rightly deserve in return. It is about, you know, people bringing you good happiness, good luck, good fulfillment, and in return that energy coming towards you and progressing really beautiful, especially beautifully. So especially here with the Queen of Pentacles, being seen for who you are, the kindness that you hold, how you treat people, how you are, how generous and sweet of a person you are, and people actually coming to you with that really beautiful energy and really trusting you and putting that trust towards you and appreciating you and not disrespecting you. So whatever it is that you have done recently to really help your energy, it's really working. But it's something, I feel like it's something to really do with sort of like internally. It's like something to do with removing negative energy, and that has created some kind of healing in sort of bringing you back to who you have always been. So I feel like it's something to do with negative energy and sort of getting rid of that, cleansing that. So if you're ever interested in any of that as well, I do offer it on my website, Black Magic Removal and the Protection Ritual. Everything is literally on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com. Everything's also on Etsy, but on Etsy it's called Black Removal if you're ever interested. Yeah, everything's there. There's also, by the way, intention bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, embroidery cards, which you can like keep around you. And you know, these items you can actually use and keep around you, and they are intention items which have intentions tied to them so that those intentions manifest. And of course there's readings with me as well, done within 12 to 24 hours if you're ever interested. Okay, I know I talk a lot about the stuff that I do, right? But this is because behind the scenes, after I've done filming readings, I'm literally packing orders. I'm literally like, you know, doing all of that because that's actually what I do. So I would rather put in a plug for my own website, right, than to put in an ad for some other random like VPN or something like that, you know, because it just doesn't make sense for me to like plug another company when I could be talking about my own stuff, which is more connected to what I'm talking about here, which is spirituality, rather than to talk about some like VPN that you could use, or like some vegetable delivery service, you know, like those HelloFresh ads and stuff like that. Like it makes a lot more sense for me to talk about what I'm offering here. So that's why I don't do any sponsorships on this channel, and I just really wanted to let you know, you know, I don't, and it's because it would be very random as well. Like it just like, could you imagine? Like, I'm sure they pay very well, but that's not the point. The point here is that it has to kind of like go alongside with what I'm talking about as well, right? And that's really important. We're here for spiritual content and divination, tarot. So we have here return to center. Chaotic events do not benefit from panicked reactions. The situation may not need a response from you. Stay calm and centered in your heart, okay? So this is very important. Do not panic. Right now is not the time to panic. I know that right now you feel like you're not exactly where you want to be, but do not panic in these situations. Do not take drastic decisions. Just make sure that you've done your own inner work, like I mentioned. Make sure that, you know, you've cleansed that energy out. out. And honestly, people will just see you for who you are. They will see you as a very loving soul who is doing absolutely no harm in this world, but you're just doing a lot of help. They will see you as someone that's always been kind, caring, and respectful, and someone they don't need to fear, someone that they can be around. People will see you for who you are. So just return to the center, which is the center for yourself, okay? Again, don't take any panicked responses, decisions. Just stay calm, stay centered. And do you know what? Everything just works out for you. Like, I don't even need to say anything more. I just feel like everything works out. So comment that down below as the affirmation for this reading. Everything works out. Like this reading and make sure you are subscribed. I always manifest tenfold abundance to anyone that is subscribed to me. Remember, energy is real, karma is real, and in order to be able to receive, we must be willing to give. So make sure you give a like, a comment, and a subscribe. And I manifest tenfold abundance your way. Of course, there is the option to also become a member of my channel if you wanted to. The information for how that works is down below, but basically every single week I take the list of members and I will do a blessing over that particular list to bring you good energy and to bring you blessings. So if you're interested, that is there. Of course, there's personal services, readings, rituals and items. Everything is always linked down below, shopmoonlightguidance.com, and I'll see you soon.